As the world of esports gets bigger, more and more players are coming out of the woodwork. They want to become the next Faker, Iverson, Doublelift, Madlife. They want their name to be cheered among the millions of people who watch competitive League of Legends all around the world. There are people who naturally excel at competitive gaming. They have high APM, great reaction time, they make smart moves, and they play the strongest characters when available. Despite all of these impressive traits, there's one trait that stands out above all, and that's practice. You'll find that people at the highest levels spend a lot of their time in solo queue grinding out games. They're warding, roaming, CSing, and pushing lane so much more so than their friends in Diamond 2 and below. It's not uncommon for someone to spend 6 to 10 hours a day playing just League. It's not so often that you get to play a game with millions of different potential team comps. The arena you play on might be the same, but every time the queue pops up, you never know where you're going to have to go up against. With the meta changing constantly, it's not uncommon for someone at a high level to spend much of their waking moments strategizing to adapt to the bi-weekly changes that League goes through. Even the most minute change can change the landscape of high-level combat, so it's important to remain flexible and open to change. If you've ever played a sport, you might remember running drills to ingrain fundamental concepts so that they feel natural. In basketball, for example, there's dribbling and free throwing, practicing shooting from a certain part of the court, running to increase your stamina. In League, there's last hitting with autos, last hitting with abilities, farming under your turret, knowing when to roam when you're ahead, knowing when to trade with your lane opponent. The list goes on and on and on. They say the gap between Diamond 5 and Diamond 1 is as wide as the gap between Bronze 5 and Diamond 1. Critical moments such as positioning, keeping up with CS, and punishing your opponent's mistakes so much that any misplay can cause the game to spiral out of control. I remember starting ranked and being placed in Bronze 5. It was the lowest of low. A lot of people call it the trash can, where many players have no hope of climbing out. They have to live with the fact that they have little to no map awareness or anything beyond a basic ability to play League. And it was the threat of mediocrity that forced me to work on my skills so that one day I could be silver. I had to choose at that point what was more important to me. Improving versus not improving. Time with friends versus time increasing mastery. Playing more ranked versus relaxing and playing normals. So I denied some relaxing and carefree normal games and opted for higher pressure lane matchups with the potential to rise in the ranks. It didn't help that I'd be matched with teammates with even more pressure and tilt potential in their games. Back then, I always took losing really hard also. I mean, who likes to lose? Only losers do, I thought to myself. So it was natural to feel that way, I guess. I'd re-queue and I'd lose. To quell the anger, I'd throw something, curse really loudly, and even in some cases rage quit and simmer in the liquids of my own disappointment. Imagine playing your favorite game and you're always losing, and asking yourself, why are you wasting your time with it? At some point it became clear to me that for every winner is a loser, and that your state of mind and attitude greatly affects your outlook on whatever you're trying to set out to accomplish. So then I started recording my games, whether I won or lost, and at the end of the night of playing I'd review my misplays and analyze what the hell I was thinking when I thought, man, why did I flash over that wall when it was too thick? Or why did I commit to a kill when I had no extra summoners? Or why did I wait 10 extra seconds to teleport to bot lane instead of farming? Nitpicky things like that. And as I continued to see my flaws, I was able to play the game and tell myself, okay, this game you're not going to teleport until you know the enemy bot lane is pushed into our turret. Or this game you're going to make sure that if you push past river, it's warded, in addition to your tri-brush, because you can't CS while your screen is gray. It was at some point halfway through the 2014 season I realized that getting better at something means sometimes you make mistakes. The biggest thing is committing time to making those mistakes less often. If someone is going to turret dive at level 3 with no backup and ends up giving the enemy a kill, but they never realize how awful of a choice that is most of the time, well, what hope is there for them? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. If you want to get better, you'll make the time. If you want to get better, you'll analyze your errors. If you want to get better, you'll start having game plans to win your lane so that you can help better support your team. If you want to get better, you'll stop making excuses and take responsibility. Because with a little bit of grinding and dedication, you can absolutely rise up at the pit that is bronze. I climbed through silver, and I finished 2 out of the past 3 seasons in gold. And as you rise through the ranks, there's going to be less wiggle room for error. The potential to lose is that much higher, but you know what? It doesn't really scare me. It actually excites me a lot. It's not because I love losing, but because I love learning. No one has accomplished anything truly great without a bit of struggle. In League of Legends, ranked, traditional sports, your close relationships, a potential new job, it's no different. If you want to get better, you'll learn. You'll learn to learn more and sometimes give up some nice things in the short run so that you can benefit in the long run. You should always strive to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And with a little bit of effort, you can improve. How far you go, though, is completely on you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.